So I'll start this session today. So hello guys, I'm Shrita Bhaduri. Currently I'm a PhD scholar at IIT Kanpur. Well, I'm newly admitted. We are yet to start our classes. Okay, I have passed my BTech in Aerospace Engineering and Applied Mechanics from IIST Shibpur, West Bengal in 2018, and my Masters in Aerospace Engineering, specialization Guided Missiles from Defense Institute of Advanced Technology, Pune, the June this year. Okay, if you see, I am in aerospace field for more than 6 years academically. So with whatever experience I'll have, I'll just try to share my experience, like what I feel about this field. Okay, so I'll divide this session of today into like three parts. First, I'll give a brief introduction about what aerospace is, where second part will be where should we enroll for the course, and the third part will be what are the prospects of the course. So now, like coming to the first part, introduction about aerospace. Like I think there will be hardly anyone of us who haven't sat on an aeroplane and like haven't thought like how actually we are flying. So we take things for granted, many things for granted. But if we introspect for some time, then traveling from one corner of the world to the other corner of the world just within few hours, like the travel, like not only humans travel, goods also travel. We transport goods from like so easily nowadays. We send in satellite outside our earth, and like to get images, satellite images. It helps us in forecasting weather, forecasting any natural calamities, you know uh, for defense related purpose. So these things are very interesting, and there are minds which are like full of curiosity, like how these things actually happen. So aerospace is basically a science. It's a science which tells us like the sky is no more a limit. Okay, so in a course, like if you talk like about the course of aerospace, what we generally study, it's like designing of air vehicles. The first thing that we study is designing of air vehicles. Like what are air vehicles? It's like our aeroplane, like rocket launching vehicles, spacecrafts. These are all air vehicles. Their functions are of course different, but they have a basic design. So we learn about the designing of these air vehicles. We learn about the working principle of the air vehicles. We learn about the properties of the medium of of working of the air vehicles. Like this air vehicles, they work in medium, that is a fluid, air. So we learn about that, like, and also we learn about the properties of the materials that these air vehicles are made up of. So there are a lot of more things that we also learn about, different orbits, like satellites. We place the satellites in orbit. How do we place it? The rocket missions, they're multi-staged. How we do it. So there are a lot of things that we study. So if I talk technically, aerospace is actually divided into four parts: propulsion, aerodynamics, structures, and flight mechanics and control. Well, I'll not go much into like technicality, but yeah, if anyone is interested, do leave a comment. I'll try to answer them with the best of my knowledge. Now the second part of it is like, where do we enroll for the course? In India, IIT Madras dons the oldest aerospace engineering department in India. It was established in 1969, and IIT Madras, it has a golden history. Like in India's space missions, the initial missions, it is like still continuing. It has a golden history. Besides IIT Madras, the aerospace course, like both in UG and PG level, are offered in IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Bombay, ISC Bangalore. There are also different INIs which offer aerospace both in undergrad and postgrad. Like you can say Kalpana Chawla's alma mater, Punjab Engineering College, my BTech college, IEST Shibpur. Well, there are different private colleges also nowadays which are providing aerospace courses, both in undergrads and postgrad. Like I know about SRM, I know about BIT Mishra. Well, there is a very general saying, that college doesn't matter. Like college is important, but it's a small part of your career. It's more your hard work, your ambition that make you successful. But when it comes to aerospace, what I feel personally, I feel like I'm not demeaning any institute. I'm not in a position to demean anyone, but what I feel from my personal experience from interacting with people from different colleges, like when it comes to aerospace, we need to think about the college we are enrolling in. Why? Because aerospace is a very sophisticated branch. Okay, it needs a very good infrastructure, very good like very intense course structure, good lecturers, because yeah, it's kind of rocket science, right? So yeah, so like if uh, you want to enroll for aerospace courses, do always keep IITs, ISC and INIs in your top priority. But in case you go for other institute, I would suggest, again I'm saying I'm not demeaning any colleges, I would suggest to get a very genuine feedback from the alumni over there, and then you enroll for the course. And like there are people who actually do their undergrads in mechanical and electronics, they can also opt for aerospace engineering in their postgrad. Okay, now coming to the prospect. Okay, prospect of aerospace, like what are the prospects? Like see, aerospace, if you see our country, it's an emerging sector. Okay, so if we come to the job prospects of it, what I have seen for the last few years, with a BTech degree, it's bit tough to land a job in the core sector, because aerospace industry is based on perfection. Well, in IITs and ISC, the big names of aerospace are like Airbus, Boeing, then we have GE, uh, Honeywell, then Michelin tires. They do come. They allow BTech kids to sit for placement, but of course they prefer students with a master degree, because when we do a master degree, we are doing a specialization, so we are acquiring a special skill set. And I feel aerospace core companies, they need those skill sets to recruit like their employees. But so it's more like you, after your BTech, you can give GATE. DRDO recruits through GATE, and ISRO have their own exam, and you can also enroll for Indian Navy and Indian Air Force. Indian Air Force, they have AFCAT exams. I think many of you know. AFCAT exams are like happen twice a year, and they take a decent number of aerospace engineers, both male, female. They don't have any gender criteria as such. Like yeah, gender criteria in the sense of that short service thing. Then if you acquire a master degree in aerospace, you get an like more ample opportunities for getting placed in Airbus, Boeing, Michelin tires, Eaton, yeah, Rolls Royce, yeah, these types of companies. There are also different startups, in especially based in South India, where this big names, they outsource their project. DoD and all, they outsource their project in these small startups, and these startups, they do recruit aerospace engineers uh, uh, for like if you go for the startups and thing, if you have these things in mind during your uh, course of study, do get to know more about softwares, ANSYS and SolidWorks. These things can come handy, just a suggestion. And if you like come to this research domain of aerospace engineering, uh, okay, thank you. Research domain, then it's aerospace is like universe. It's ever expanding. It's a very hot topic. The research thing in aerospace is very hot topic, because there are like so many missions of space, like exploration is going on. So it's a hot topic. So if you choose to for higher studies, aerospace I feel is one of the best option, because you have lot of things to do, like lot of things. So you can sit for gate and get into an IT or ISC for your masters, or direct PhD is also there. You can also opt for going abroad, US, UK. And if you come to the research domain, since I am from research domain, you will not regret it, provided you have patience and you have love for the subject. Okay, and yeah, that's it for my side today. uh, so if you guys have any question, do let me know in the comments. I will try to answer them with the best of my knowledge. Anyone has any question? Okay, I'll wait for some more time maybe. About aero design. Okay, so basically, see, first you will have, like, if I go to the undergrad thing, first you will be taught about fluids. Like, you need to know about the working principle of the fluids, because fluid is a medium where this air vehicle travels through. So now, how this, like, if you have something going through a medium. Okay, aero design. Okay, in design you will be taught about the, like, basics. Like, when you have to design something, you have to know, like, there are different requirements. When what you have, like, there are different requirements to like, when you design something, there are different requirements. So when it comes to design, you will be, like, BTech course and all, you will be taught about basic, like what should be the shape of the aircraft, like shape, like wings. We have airfoils. The airfoil structure is important for the, for flying. So you will be learning about those things. And also, like, uh, yeah. Also, these things, like, then why the aircraft is in a, like, the shape of the aircraft is streamlined, why we have a nose, why, what is a function of, like, different parts of the aircrafts, you know so these things you will be learning in aero design. Okay, any more questions? Okay, fine. So I'll conclude my session uh, here. If you have any questions, do leave in the comments. I'll try to answer them with the best of my knowledge. Well, thank you guys for attending Future Career of Aero. Okay. Okay, see, if you want to land in jobs after your BTech in aerospace, with a BTech degree, it's bit tough to land in core. Okay, so of course you can change your branch, like go to IT or any consultancy or any analyst firm. But for if you want to stay in the core, I what from my experience I would suggest you should go for a master's degree. Okay, uh, like a master degree, if you have a master degree, it's you are more eligible for a job in the core of aerospace industry. Else you can also like sit for gate, and if you have a decent rank you can apply for DRDO. You can go for IF, like you can give AFCAT. They IF, like Indian Air Force, they recruit a decent number of aerospace engineers, and also Indian Navy. And yeah, but like from personal experience you need a master degree to enter the core of aerospace. Well, welcome. Okay, any more questions? Okay guys, so if you don't have any more questions, but yeah, later on if you have, do leave in the comment. I'll answer them to the best of my knowledge. Well, I'll conclude my session here. Thank you Free Academy for providing me this platform to talk about my branch of study, aerospace engineering. And thank you guys for attending the session. Bye, have a great evening ahead.